Sports. Tonight we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First play, Watson to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, here's Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On second down, here's Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Watson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Penny will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Watson on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Inside handoff, Penny. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. They find some open field here, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's complete. This is Starks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 3rd down, Penny. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson will find Metcalf.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
De'Ami Brown.
A 7-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw is Watson.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Aaron Donald never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, left side. 30, past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Rams 38, Seahawks 17.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Penny, the first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now back to throw. It's complete. It's goal.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 67 yards.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. After right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Seahawks.
From the 50, it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, check that. Street.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy intercept.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Kellen Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got Gore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Watson to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a cover. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. To throw, Watson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown partner? The guy who threw the interception a lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He's determined not to make this a pick 6.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Watson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On
first down, it's Watson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. One last shot at the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. One last throw here for Watson. One last shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status.